back to Book Chats. I'm Natasha.
I'm Reagan.
I'm Lauren.
And today we're going to be talking about magic and language and spells and how magic and language can influence a story and help to make it better.
And more magical.
More magical.
If you will.
I mean, just think, like, what if Harry Potter had no magic in it?
I
Like,
know.
it wouldn't be Harry Potter.
It would just be a guy at school.
He'd just like in a boarding school.
He'd just be me, basically.
Magic is kind of what makes a fantasy novel.
Yeah.
Well, it can. There can be
Yeah.
fantasy novels
There's-
without magic.
Well, different-
That's low fantasy.
different-
Magic is a huge component to a lot of
Exactly.
fantasy stories. And the thing with magic that is so wonderful but so difficult is that you basically have to construct kind of like new science.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you have magic, but generally speaking, all magic has to have laws that's abiding by in the world. But it's basically the idea of like if you're gonna introduce a magic system in your book, you have to have rules and laws about how it can exist. Otherwise, just anything can happen.
With magic, you also have like powers that come into play in a lot of books and like different
New
languages.
words.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
New
yes.
words.
J.R.R. Tolkien literally wrote a
language.
an entire
Language.
language. It's insane. And that in itself to me is probably one of the most impressive things.
Yeah.
Like when authors can make up another language and really get it right and integrated into their story. I'm like, how can you do this? I can barely speak English.
On Game of Thrones, like the actors, like they
Yes.
have their own language as well,
Yeah.
and it's just like I am so confused. And then also we have this language from Sage Alexander. I was the angel in Sage Alexander, Leah. So hello.
That's so cool.
So it's very impressive, like how people can just like come up with these things that
That don't exist.
that
Yeah.
don't exist. I'm
and
just
then
like,
make
how?
them exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like how.
Reagan, what's your like most favorite language or maybe spell?
Spell? I mean, I have to go with Harry Potter
That's
with
true.
like
Yeah.
everything because it's like
Yeah.
that's just
That's what we
nostalgic
know.
factor. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know what I think is actually pretty interesting about language and magic together as like things working together is there's so much power in language usually in fantasy novels. Certain words mean certain things or literally make power. And I think that's such an interesting dichotomy because I mean, I think in our real world, language is power in the way that we can speak and we can be
Yeah.
influential. But then in reality, in these books, in their reality, they can physically manifest power
Yeah.
with the language that they're
Yeah.
speaking
And
or
it's-
writing, which I think is
It's
kind
like,
of
why don't we
interesting.
have that?
I know.
In
I
our
want to be
world.
like dinner.
In Lord of the Rings, when Arwen is getting away from when she has Frodo.
Oh,
she's
okay.
From what are they? The ring race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And she crosses the water and they can't cross, and
Oh,
then she
yeah.
starts speaking Elvish, and then the horses come through the
in.
water. I don't know how she said it. It's like Nino Mara, Nino
Something like that.
Nino.
Yeah, it sounded cool, and then horses came, and it became even cooler.
Yeah. What is one of the most fascinating rules that you've seen in like a fantasy novel as far as magic?
So in a novel that's actually like not even totally fantasy, I just think it's really clever. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. There's a magic system that I think is really clever because we've been talking about language and magic. In that story, she really combines those two.
Okay.
And it's all about like discovering certain word plays, and then those word plays become magical.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't read that
Yeah,
yet.
so it's like literally a play on language and magic as one thing, and it's really, really
That's
clever.
making me excited.
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
really,
the nerd
really
is
cool.
coming out.
Yeah.
It's like, so their spells sound super funny because it's just like a wordplay that
Yeah.
means what you're doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
It's really cool. Yeah.
That's cool. Another one is like the shadow hunters and stuff like that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
how she
Oh, they
can-
speak to their blades.
Yeah.
Speak to the blades,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
They didn't put that in a TV show. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it would look weird if you're going like, Asriel.
Asriel, line up right now. What are you doing?
Or like another thing is like in the Maze Runner, they can in the book they speak telepathically,
Oh, yeah, that's
but they
true.
didn't put that in the movie, and I
Oh,
was
I
kind
guess
of
that'd be
Well,
kinda
you know
hard.
what? They did it in Twilight, and it was weird.
Yeah, because I was reading before the movie came out. Because I do a lot of research like on the movie because that's one of my things. As I said, I love reading the book, seeing it transform into the film. Is that I did a lot of research, like seeing how that would play out because it can be a little strange,
A little wonky.
a little wonky.
You're just
and-
like people staring at the camera, but like not
but,
talking,
like,
but you hear the
listening,
voice.
like, who is that being? I kind of liked it that they left it out because I feel like it would have been a little weird if
Yeah.
I don't know how they would have done that cinematically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I don't know. It's really weird how they do different spells and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
wrap it up and everything.
Yeah, but all this just sounds like a little bit of chit chat.
Hello and welcome to Chit Chat. My name's Catriona from the channel Little Book Owl, and let's chat a bit about magic. I love to read fantasy, and one of the reasons why I love it so much is because of the magic that can exist in these fictional universes. When we discover more about the nature of magic and how it works, we peel back another layer of this fictional world, and it's just so fascinating to see how magic can have a really big influence on the structure of society itself. Within a specific magic system, there will be rules and limitations, but there is still such a diverse array of magic in fiction. We have wands and spells in Harry Potter, there's drawing upon colour and biochromatic breath in Warbreaker, to sympathy, alchemy, sigildry, and naming in The Name of the Wind. There's just so many different types of magic out there, which makes it all the more exciting jumping into a new magical book and learning all about it. But what about you? What do you love about magic, and what are some of your favourite magic systems? Thanks so much for watching.
Alright, so now we're gonna talk about like if we had our own like superpowers or something like that, like what we would be doing.
So I always say this, and
Yeah.
it sounds so horrible because I just watched Jessica Jones, well, last year. I really like mind control. Now that can be really scary.
Yeah.
But like also for selfish reasons, I'll be able to get like whatever I want in life.
My answer is so Ravenclaw, so this is hilarious. Because I have the same answer that I always say too.
Really?
I would want to be able to speak every language in the entire world.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because then you could like go anywhere and
That
like I
is
could
very
read
cool.
anything. You know how many
It's
like
so
texts that
Ravenclaw.
haven't been hasn't been transcribed? So you could read it in like its original text in like ancient languages. It'd be so cool. I'd be like
That
a
is
walking
cool.
Rosetta Stone.
You would be like Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Mine would be, I'm going like old school Avatar The Last Airbender to control
Yes.
all four
And
elements.
then yes, you're the avatar. Yes. Bow down.
How would you know it? Like, would you want to like throw ice balls or
I
maybe?
mean, like, I could do anything.
You'd be like
I could,
Katana. You'd be like,
yeah, well, I could fly.
yeah, she could fly because she could do air.
And
then
I
you could,
could
like,
make my own houses with
Yeah.
rock.
I'm just
like,
like
earth, yeah.
thinking of like, and you steal. She can control steel too.
Yeah, I can. And then I can
Like
also,
Magneto.
Yeah, and then I
That's
can also
scary.
like, control fire and water.
Yeah.
Let's start our own movie, shall we?
Yeah, we should get Marvel on board.
I know.
Yeah.
I really think we can get this started.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, like, I don't want to say like, be a woman, but be a woman.
Exactly.
Yes.
High five, ladies.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
Okay, hey guys.
Oh my
so
God.
I heard you guys were talking about powers, and I want to demonstrate mine, which is teleporting.
Oh,
So what do you guys
casual.
think?
Impressive.
I also can speak elf language, so if you guys want to hear something like that,
Seriously?
I'm just gonna say which means I love you.
Aw.
Oh.
Bye guys.
Sweet. Wait.
Bye.
And
Where did he go?
where'd he go? I have so many questions.
Gosh, Ryan, teach us some Elvish.
I know.
I would love
feel
to
like
know.
I
Well-
don't know him anymore.
I know. Well, I guess on that note,
Yes.
we should probably end the episode.
Yes, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Book Chat. We'll be here next week for all new episodes, so stay tuned and subscribe if you don't want to miss any of our videos.
Yep.
Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.